Hello, Atlantia.
Hola, Atlantia.
Hope everybody's doing great tonight and you've had a good time with rolling in the new year. And here's to hoping that, it is a new year and a mighty better one than last year.
It's got to be better. 2021 is going to be better. I'm holding out hope.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and start us?
Absolutely. We want to welcome any newcomers who might be watching tonight.
Yes.
I know that we've had newcomers come in and they've attended different courts and events, and we would like to invite all of them to attend the virtual watch party for our upcoming 12th night court.
Yes.
And I know that Baroness Margaret Ladd has the link to that as Shadlin.
And is an excellent host.
Is an excellent host. So welcome aboard, newcomers. We hope you continue to join us.
How about an update on the baronial investitures that we've got pending?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we have 4 final dates for baronial investitures, and that is on February 20th, we will be doing the Ravens Cove investiture, and that will take place at Ravens Cove Baronial Birthday. Then on February 27th, which is the virtual Amir Court, we will be doing the investiture of Sacred Stone. On March 6th, we will be doing at Kingdom Arts and Sciences Festival the investiture of Marinus. And on March 27th, we will be doing at Defending the Gate the virtual investiture for Stierbach. Right now, we're still getting the pollings from Ravens Cove, so we don't know who that's going to be yet. They've just started to come in. But in probably in 2 messages from now or 3, we should be able to announce that. And we have one final investiture that will be Care and we're just waiting to confirm a date on that.
Yeah, we should lock that down by next weekend. So we'll let you know at 12th night. Okay?
Hopefully, yeah.
No, we will. So virtual courts, virtual events. When we look out on the calendar now, we've got a bunch of virtual courts that are out there that are royal courts, and then for the purposes of recognizing folks and reaching out and talking to you guys and letting you know what's going on. And those are scheduled. But we're also starting to see now, starting in about the month of February in particular, quite a few of virtual events. And we would like to encourage everyone to attend and take a look at those. They're going to be new for all of us, and I think they're pretty exciting. We've done some large ones, such as University and Pensick in the Backyard and, things of that nature. But this is a smaller scale, a little wider scope. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they are. Duchess Lynette from our court is going to be representing us with those autocrats that have events on the publication. She's going to reach out to you and see if there's anything that we can do as a royal presence or anything that our group can do to help with that event, participate in some way. We'd love to come by. We don't necessarily intend to have courts at all those events. The courts are pretty well structured and laid out. And we do that so that we can have the scrolls done and all the people pretty well lined up to folks who want to receive virtual awards and people who would prefer to wait. We don't want to misstep there. So we're trying to be pretty organized on that kind of thing. So if you're running an event and Duchess Lynette reaches out to you in the next few weeks, that's what she's trying to do, is find out what do you want us to do to help you support your event. And we'll do our best to attend. Some of them are a couple on the same weekend, and maybe Her Majesty goes to something, maybe I go to something else, or Her Majesty goes to all of it, and she doesn't let me go to anything. I don't know.
His Majesty goes fishing, I don't know.
Not likely.
Not likely in the wintertime.
Right. So that's virtual courts and virtual events. We're starting to get a little bit busier, and that feels really great. So
Kingdom offices. Kingdom offices, as you know, there are term limits to our Kingdom offices, and they change over periodically. So right now, the Kingdom Chronicler position will be open. Currently, Mistress Dina is in that position, but she is looking for someone to take over. She's done it for 2 terms, so she's ready to to leave and let somebody else.
She's earned a break.
She has earned a break. And, I think it's actually an exciting time to be chronicler. With all the changes that we've gone through, the virtual world and how we're doing things, I think that this next chronicle will be in a position to really affect that and make meaningful changes to how things are done.
Yep. And I think we're open for looking at fresh starts for it to reflect the new way we're doing business, because we certainly aren't going to go back, even if in-person events all started 100% next week. We would never go back to the communication method of only talking to folks when we were at an event. I think that the virtual learning place and the virtual communication is here to stay, and we have to get really good at using it. And publications are part of that. So.
And I think the new Chronicle will work pretty tightly with that corporate chronicler office, because there are going to be changes. We see them coming. We already see them coming. So.
Yep. Please
put forward with your name to be chronicler for Atlantia.
And speaking of changes that are coming, we have Crown Tourney. We have finished the initiation of who are the contestants for Crown, who have put their names in. We have 20 fighters, 20 consorts that have come forward and said they would like to be a part of Crown. They understand, just as I'm sure everyone here does, we don't know when Crown's going to be at this point. We're playing with some different dates into the future, but our goal is that the kingdom is open for business and that we're able to allow some time for training and things of that nature, so that to be a fair shot for everyone. We're going to be reaching out to the entrants to Crown and talk a little bit more about detail in that with them. And I'm sure that we'll have more to say on this as we go, but we know it's not going to be in February and it's not going to be in March. So really, we're looking at Q2 by the fiscal calendar, if you look at it that way. It's going to land somewhere in there. So more to come on that. But the exciting part is that we know what our field looks like at this point, and feel great about it.
20 great entrants.
Yeah. All over the kingdom, up and down the spectrum from experience. So
we're really looking forward to it.
Thank you to everyone who put your name in, and thank you for working with us on that. Cheers.
Cheers. We're excited. So what do we have coming up next? Say it with me, 12th night. 12th night is the next virtual event that we have coming up.
Say it with me.
Say it with me. Say it with me. I was talking to you.
12th night.
So 12th night has
Sorry, Shauna.
Yes, 12th night has got some exciting things. First of all, we have a Bardic and social and Bardic Friday night before 12th night, and from that social, we will be taking somebody to put them on vigil. How about that? And so you should stay tuned and get together at the social and just talk to everybody. That will be followed by a Bardic. So we're looking forward to that. On Saturday, we have an 11 a.m. court. We have a 4 p.m. court. There are various things scheduled to the day, and there have been updates just in the past 3 days to the schedule. So some things that are happening. We have more merchants added. So, and I think that's ongoing. So this week, I think there's likely to be more merchants being added. There is a new table decor display that is that shows in the schedule of the website. The Royal Bard competition playlist has been added. So you guys should be able to see that. We will be choosing a new Royal Bard at 12th night, and we'll be doing it virtual. But we'll be able to hear all the presentations. So there's also the Royal Ball has published the dance list. So go to the website.
I haven't read that.
You haven't read it? Peascod is first. So you should go check that out. Things for everybody who might be interested in the poetry competition for 12th night tonight at midnight is the deadline. So if you are interested in submitting one of your poems for competition, get it in by midnight tonight if you haven't already done so. Let's see, what else? Oh, Tempore. Tempore Atlantia has been ongoing, and you guys can look at all those entries. They've already been uploaded, so pretty exciting. Arts and Sciences.
Well.
We also, so that's it for 12th night. We also have upcoming.
Before you leave 12th night.
Oh, we still have 12th night. Go ahead.
So the morning court, the 11 a.m. court, is going to be something different. I promise you that. We have recognition in a different way for a lot of people who have made the last 9 months. Is that right?
It's about 9.
About 9 anyway.
Yeah.
Close enough. 9 months really work for us as a kingdom, and we have a way to say thank you that is a little something different than what you've normally seen, and we promise not to take a lot of your time. So we're going to say thank you to some really wonderful folks across the board, and we're also going to invest our new Kingdom Arts and Science officer in the 11 o'clock court. 4 o'clock court, 3 o'clock court. What is it? 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Be your more standard fare of court. Her Majesty will, of course, make it as entertaining as possible.
Of course.
Okay, you can go on. That's all
All
I
right.
got.
So the last weekend in January, I think. No, it's the next to last. January 23rd will be Andalusia Court at the Alhambra, which is our next virtual court after 12th night.
And who doesn't want to go there?
Who doesn't? It's the Alhambra, man. It'll be hosted by our Kingdom of Hidden Mountain. Our Barony of Hidden Mountain. Look at you, I'm giving you a promotion, Hidden Mountain. We went out all the way up to Kingdom. We don't know yet whether we will be able to journey to Hidden Mountain to sit with the Baron and Baroness. We're just waiting on the COVID numbers. So
Right. It comes down to this. If it's safe for us to travel, we're going to travel. If it's not safe for us to travel, we're not going to. We would love to every week, but it's not always possible.
But there will be another social the night before that event, and there will be another candidate put on vigil. So
Good.
it's exciting to attend.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, Winter University. We have lots of things coming up. So February 13th is Winter University. It will be, of course, another online virtual event. We've had huge success with these. And last time we had, I think, over 700 people attended, and we had about 150 classes. And I think now we have, last time I heard, we had 190 some classes being offered. So the catalog is available online now. You can go to university.atlantia.sca.org and look at the classes that are listed. Now, you can't register yet. Registration opens January 11th and runs through February 10th. So remember to go online and look through the courses and see things that might spark your interest and get ready to register starting January 11th.
I have no idea if the class is offered or not. And I have no idea if it's the same instructor. But I can tell you that if the Roman bread making class is on there, you should take that class. It's a great class.
I think that's Aria Marina who did that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was a great class. His Majesty really enjoyed that class. I for some reason,
you were knitting. You had a double
I
session of
did.
knitting. You had remedial knitting followed by one-on-one knitting skills for those who didn't get remedial.
I need remedial knitting skills, yes. Yes, I enjoyed my knitting class, but I'm not so great at the knitting. Anyway, we have
Winter University.
That's Winter University.
Mm-hmm. February 13th.
That's when it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I said, go online, see what classes might spark.
I'm making up time here, waiting for Her Majesty to turn the page because I have no idea what's next. So
turn the page.
It's always a surprise.
We're gonna Bob Seger here right now.
Yeah, pardon the soundtrack. It's old, but it's not quite old enough. But
It's very interesting that it is Bob Seger fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Curia. Curia comes up the end of February 28th, which is a Sunday. It's going to be a completely online event. There's no location for it. Members of Curia will be invited to join by a link, and the rest of the populace will be able to join and observe and watch and enjoy, I'm sure, by YouTube.
Woohoo!
And
you can be entertained by prospective kingdom law changes.
So it's pretty daunting stuff. I mean, we put a lot of work into it. Her Majesty in particular, along with several notables throughout the kingdom, have come together to try to do a update that is not so much as changes, but correcting of the numbering system, which I know you'll find pretty exciting. And also some where we had conflicts in law from one part of the book to the other part, try to get to just one law instead of two. And also if something was more appropriate to be in grade officer procedure, it got moved to there with consultation with the grade officers. And if they had something in grade officer procedure they felt like should be in law, we put it in there for review and comment.
And of course, we updated it based on current Curia, right?
Yes.
Because there were some changes that reflected, I know, in the officer policies. Right. So those had to be addressed.
And our new clerk of law has been working double time.
His Excellency Baron William Welwyn.
Yes.
Thank you, William.
Right.
He's been assisting us as we get ready in this last days before we publish the agenda and the prospective law changes.
Though it may seem natural for William to be the call out this week, we can't call him out until Curia works right. That will be the ultimate measurement of that.
You're on the hook, William. You got to make Curia fly.
So my call out for this week is a little bit off the tracks, I realize. I'm calling out 2021. We need to have an improvement over the previous year, and we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to having heirs. We're looking forward to having a kingdom that gets back together and can see each other. And we're looking forward to just all the positive outlooks that come from saying, what am I going to be doing 3 months from now, and where am I going to go, and that sort of thing. So to 2021, drink a toast to you, buddy.
Absolutely. Definitely call that out for a hurrah.
So for us, I think that's all we've got, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. Our Pyrenees are disgusting today. They're been playing in the mud. We've had enough rain in North Carolina that the pond is flowing over its little spillway, and part of that runs through the newly constructed increased yard for the Pyrenees. Now, the Pyrenees have right at 5 acres that's fenced in for them, along with a pool. So they're not suffering, but they do choose the mud. They dig in it, waller in it, and roll in it. It's disgusting.
They do have an affinity for water. It's very strange for the Pyrenees.
Mm-hmm. But we talked to a friend of ours today, and she said her Pyrenees was also playing in the mud and the water. So she lives in the clay area. So that just got, not mistress.
Baroness Katerina de Paula.
Promoting her. You promoted a barony. I promoted a person. So maybe a little bit too much Spanish wine.
Too much Spanish wine for His Majesty.
So have a great night, you guys.
Good night. We look forward to seeing you all at 12th night.
No pressure, Shauna. Cheers.
Good night, Atlantia.